How to almost blow up your own car. Yep, had a little bit of a systems error today. My name's Tom Rolley, and yep, if you've been on the podcast at all, if you've been watching the videos for a while, you know that I'm pretty into my systems. But today I had a problem. So we have a spare car, and with all the flooding around here, we've got some friends whose car was destroyed, and my wife was like, hey, we've got the spare car. The problem with the spare car is it doesn't get used much, and so it's been sitting down underneath the house and it needed jump starting. Now I've done jump starting a bunch. I have a set of cables. I know what it's doing. You got to put the positive to the positive, negative to the negative. No worries at all. So I bring my truck down, place it next to the spare car, set it up, go start the car, and then I come back and the jumper lead is on fire. I'm like, whoa! So I pull it off. There had been a lot of sparks. There definitely been a lot of sparks when I placed the last cable on. And I found that this was not so good. Catching the jumper leads on fire has not happened before. And I thought, oh, maybe I did something wrong. So I actually reset it all, set it all back up again, and once again, the jumper leads caught on fire and they get red hot. And I thought at that point, okay, there's a problem with the jumper leads. These jumper leads have had it. So I actually chucked them in the rubbish and I drove my car off. Now I came back a little later and I was reflecting that this was unusual. Usually this vehicle would have started, and I had a look, and what had happened was that I got the battery terminals wrong. Did not pay enough attention to which was the positive and which was the negative on the spare car. On my truck, clearly labeled. It's very obvious which ones are which, but on the spare car, it was a bit dark underneath the house, couldn't really see, didn't really pay that much attention. And what had happened was put them backwards and the whole thing started getting really hot, and I thought, oh no, wrecked the spare car. Like the possibility that it just caught on fire, like if I hadn't been paying attention, just kind of left it a bit, it probably would have caught on fire. But it didn't, luckily. And then I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I'll try it again. So at this point, I bring my wife's car in, my car was up the top, and I park hers, I leave it running, and I get it, and this time I pay attention. I pay attention to make sure positive is positive, negative, negative, leave it for a little bit, and it starts. And this is a very simple system. This is what I want you to appreciate from this, that this system of have one car running, set up the leads, set up the leads to the other car, turn it, and off she goes. Pretty easy system. But the problem was the execution was incorrect. So even though the system instructions were correct, the execution was not, and the result was almost set my car on fire. I actually burnt my finger. You probably can't see that, but there's a small burn there where I got some of the plastic onto my finger, and it really hurt. Really did hurt quite a lot. So a little lesson for myself, a little lesson for you. If you happen to have red hot jumper cables, then what's happened is you put the plus to the negative, and suddenly all of the power is going through those cables, heating them up. Turn it off or take them off. Watch out for burns. Make sure that you execute the system correctly. If you don't follow the instructions accurately, then you will not get the results that you want. If you follow the instructions accurately, you will get the car started, and this plays for car starting. This also plays for everything else in your business, and even consider in your family as well. Hey Craig, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. That's all I got for you today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode as we continue this little journey into the power of systems to create results. I'll see you then.